The door slammed shut behind Arya with a finality that echoed through the quiet suburban street in Raleigh, North Carolina. At 18, she stood there clutching a duffel bag, her heart pounding as her father's words rang in her ears. "No daughter of mine will live under my roof as a disgrace." It was all because of Emily, the girl from her high school debate team who had stolen her heart with whispered confessions and stolen kisses in the library stacks. Arya had thought coming out to her parents would free her, but instead, it shattered her world. She turned away from the house she'd called home, the porch light flickering like a dying star, and walked into the unknown, vowing never to look back. That night, Arya crashed on a friend's couch, her mind a whirlwind of betrayal and fear. Her mother had cried, but not in support, tears of shame, pleading with Arya to pray it away, as if her love was a sin to be exorcised. Her father, a stern Baptist minister, had quoted Bible verses like weapons, his face twisted in righteous anger. Emily, too, had faltered under the pressure. When Arya texted her for comfort, the reply was cold. "I can't do this anymore. My parents would kill me." The sting of abandonment cut deeper than the disownment. Arya lay awake, staring at the ceiling, realizing she was utterly alone in a world that saw her identity as a flaw. By morning, resolve hardened in her chest. She couldn't stay in Raleigh, where every corner reminded her of lost dreams. With the little savings from her part-time job at the local bookstore, she bought a bus ticket to San Francisco, the tech mecca she'd read about in magazines. The journey was grueling. Hours of staring out at blurring landscapes, her stomach knotted with hunger and doubt. What if she failed? What if her parents were right and she was doomed? But beneath the fear burned a fierce determination. She would prove them wrong, build a life where no one could dictate her worth. Arriving in the city, Arya was overwhelmed by the fog-shrouded hills and the buzz of innovation. She found a cheap room in a shared apartment with other young dreamers, all chasing Silicon Valley gold. Her first job was as a barista, slinging coffee to bleary-eyed coders who talked in jargon she barely understood. But Arya listened, absorbed, and enrolled in free online coding courses at night. Her fingers flew over a borrowed laptop, learning Python and algorithms, turning her pain into purpose. Every rejection email from internships fueled her. She imagined her father's disapproving glare and coded harder. Months blurred into a rhythm of survival. Arya met Mia at a LGBTQ+ support group, a sharp-witted graphic designer who became her first real friend in this new life. Mia's stories of her own coming-out struggles, disowned by conservative relatives in Texas mirrored Arya's, forging a bond. But romance? Arya guarded her heart like a fortress. Emily's betrayal had left scars. Trust felt like a luxury she couldn't afford. Instead, she poured everything into her startup idea. An app that connected marginalized youth with mentors, born from her own isolation. The first pitch was a disaster. In a dingy co-working space, Arya stammered through her presentation to potential investors, her voice cracking as she explained the app's mission. They dismissed it as niche and unscalable, their polite smiles masking indifference. Defeated, she trudged home, tears mixing with the rain. Mia found her sobbing on the floor, and in that vulnerable moment, something shifted. Mia's embrace was platonic, but it reminded Arya that connection wasn't always betrayal. "You're not alone anymore," Mia said, and for the first time in months, Arya believed it. Refusing to quit, Arya refined her pitch, networking at every meetup. She landed a spot in a startup accelerator, where mentors dissected her code and business plan. Sleepless nights paid off when she secured seed funding from a queer venture capitalist who saw potential in her vision. The app launched quietly, but word spread in online communities. Users flooded in, teens like her former self, seeking guidance without judgment. Revenue trickled, then surged as partnerships with nonprofits formed. Arya hired her first employee, a trans programmer named Jordan, building a team that reflected the diversity she craved. Yet success brought shadows. As the app grew, so did the trolls. Hate mail poured in, accusing her of promoting deviance. One night, a cyber attack nearly crashed the servers, a reminder that the world's prejudices followed her. Arya fortified the security, but the stress gnawed at her. She confided in Mia over late-night talks. their friendship deepening into something unspoken. Mia's laughter lit up the room, her touch lingering a second too long. Arya felt the pull, but fear held her back. What if opening her heart meant losing everything again? By the end of her first year in San Francisco, the app had 1 million users. Arya stood on a stage at a tech conference, sharing her story. Not the full painful truth, but enough to inspire. Applause washed over her, a balm on old wounds. But as she descended, a text from an unknown number flashed. "Your father is ill. Come home." It was her sister, Sarah, whom she hadn't spoken to since the disownment. The message cracked her resolve. 15 years. No, it had only been a year, but the pain felt eternal. She deleted it, but the seed of doubt was planted. Was redemption possible or just more hurt? Arya's rise accelerated. She expanded the app into a full platform, adding mental health resources and job listings tailored for LGBTQ+ individuals. Investors clamored. Valuations soared into the millions. She moved into a sleek loft overlooking the bay, but the view couldn't fill the emptiness. Mia confessed her feelings one evening over wine, her eyes vulnerable. "I've waited for you to see me," she said. Arya hesitated, memories of Emily flashing. But she leaned in, their kiss tentative yet electric. A step toward healing. The relationship blossomed cautiously. Mia challenged Arya to confront her past, but Arya resisted. "They're dead to me," she'd say. Yet, success amplified the internal conflict. At board meetings, she advocated for inclusivity, but privately questioned if her drive was revenge or genuine passion. A major deal with a Fortune 500 company fell through when executives discovered her orientation. Whispers of agenda-pushing echoed. Arya fought back legally, winning a settlement that funded scholarships. Each victory cost emotional tolls, sleepless nights, therapy sessions unpacking trauma. Years passed in a blur of milestones. The platform went public, making Arya a billionaire at 33. Headlines hailed her as a trailblazer, but profiles skimmed her personal story. She and Mia bought a home in the hills, their life a quiet haven amid chaos. Yet Arya's dreams haunted her. Her mother's tear-streaked face, her father's thunderous voice. When Sarah reached out again, this time via email, detailing their father's heart condition, Arya couldn't ignore it. "He's changed," Sarah wrote. Doubt warred with curiosity. After 15 years' wait, the timeline aligned now. She booked a flight to Raleigh, heart heavy with unresolved rage. Touching down in Raleigh felt like stepping into a time warp. The airport's familiar humidity wrapped around Arya like an unwelcome hug. She rented a car, driving past landmarks that stirred ghosts. The high school where she met Emily, the church her family attended. Pulling up to the family home, now weathered with age, she hesitated. Sarah opened the door, older but recognizable, her eyes widening. "Arya? You came." The hug was awkward, laced with years of silence. Inside, the house smelled of mothballs and regret. Her mother, frail in a recliner, gasped. "Ariandra." No warmth, just shock. Her father lay in bed, hooked to machines, his once imposing frame diminished. He stirred, eyes focusing. "You," he rasped. Arya stood rigid, words failing. Sarah pulled her aside. "He's been asking for you. The doctors say it's end stage." Arya nodded numbly, the air thick with unspoken accusations. That evening, over tense dinner, old wounds reopened. Her mother avoided eye contact, murmuring about God's plan. Sarah, now married with kids, tried mediating. "We've missed you." Arya bit back retorts, instead asking about Emily. Sarah's face paled. "She married Tom from church. Has 2 boys." The news hit like a punch. Emily had chosen safety over love. Arya excused herself, stepping outside to call Mia. "I don't know if I can do this," she whispered. Mia's voice steadied her. "You're stronger than them." The next day, Arya visited her father alone. He struggled to speak. "I was wrong," he admitted, tears tracking his cheeks. "Fear made me blind." Arya's anger surged. "You threw me out like trash." He nodded. "I regret it every day." But as he spoke of his youth, hints emerged. A brother shunned for similar reasons, a family history of suppression. Arya listened, empathy clashing with resentment. Was this redemption or manipulation? Back at the hotel, Arya scrolled through old photos on her phone, her and Emily laughing carefree. Impulse drove her to Emily's address, found via a quick search. Knocking, she faced a woman she barely recognized. Emily, lines etched by time, surprise turning to guilt. Arya. They sat in the living room, kids' toys scattered. Emily confessed. I was scared. My parents threatened to cut me off. Arya's voice hardened. So you betrayed me. Emily's tears flowed. I married to fit in, but it's a lie. I'm miserable. The revelation shook Arya. Emily admitted lingering feelings, but Arya pulled away. Too late. Driving back, she pondered the cost of conformity. Sarah called, frantic. Father's condition worsened. At the hospital, the family gathered. Her mother broke down, revealing her own secret. I knew about your uncle. I let it happen to him too. The admission cracked the facade. Generational trauma exposed. Arya felt a mix of pity and fury. As days blurred, Arya balanced visits with work calls. Mia flew in for support, her presence an anchor. Introducing Mia to the family was tense. Her mother's lips thinned, but Sarah smiled warmly. Father, in lucid moments, asked about Arya's life. She shared successes guardedly, watching his pride war with old biases. One night he whispered, "Forgive me." Arya hesitated. Forgiveness felt like surrender. Yet holding grudges poisoned her. Emily reached out again, begging to meet. Against better judgment, Arya agreed at a cafe. Emily poured out regrets. I chose wrong. Divorcing Tom now. Arya saw the pain mirroring her own. We both paid prices, she said. But rekindling? Impossible. Mia's love was real, untainted by past fears. Saying goodbye to Emily closed a chapter, but opened questions about second chances. Father's health rallied briefly, allowing deeper talks. He spoke of church pressures, societal expectations that crushed individuality. Arya challenged him. You enforced those. He agreed, vowing change if he survived. Skeptical, Arya observed Sarah's family. Her husband supportive, kids innocent. Envy stirred. What if she'd had that? But her path forged resilience. Mia's encouragement pushed Arya to confront her mother. In the kitchen, words tumbled. You let him throw me out. Mother sobbed. I was weak. Afraid of losing everything. The honesty bridged a gap, though trust remained fragile. Arya decided to stay longer, aiding with arrangements. Success had given her power. Now she wielded it for healing, but at what cost to her peace? As weeks turned to months, Arya extended her stay, renting a house nearby. Father's recovery was slow but progress. She worked remotely, her team handling the empire. Mia returned to San Francisco, their daily calls a lifeline. Loneliness crept in, amplified by Raleigh's conservative vibe. Old classmates recognized her, whispers following. The prodigal daughter. Pride mixed with irritation. Sarah became an ally, sharing family lore. Mom had dreams once, art school, but Dad's expectations crushed them. Parallels to Arya's life emerged. Sarah confessed her own doubts. I envy your freedom. Arya probed. Are you happy? Sarah hesitated, eyes distant. It's stable. The conversation planted seeds of doubt about facades. Emily's divorce proceedings drew Arya in unexpectedly. Emily called in panic. Tom's fighting custody, using my past with you. Arya, reluctant, offered legal advice from her network. Meeting at a lawyer's office, tensions flared. Tom confronted them. You ruined her. Arya stood firm. She ruined herself by hiding. The encounter exposed societal double standards. Women punished harsher for deviance. Back home, father requested a private talk. I hid something. He revealed a letter from his brother, Uncle James, who had fled after being outed. He's alive in New York. Shock rippled. Father had known, yet perpetuated the cycle. Why tell me now? Arya demanded. Dying makes you reflect. The truth fueled Arya's anger, but also curiosity. She decided to find James. Tracking him via online searches, Arya flew to New York. James, now in his 60s, lived modestly. Their meeting was emotional. Hugs, tears. Your father disowned me too. he said. Stories flowed of lost love, rebuilt life. James had a partner decades together. Forgiveness is for you, not them. His words resonated, challenging Arya's grudges. Returning to Raleigh, Arya shared with Sarah, "We have an uncle." Sarah's reaction: disbelief, then anger at the secrecy. Confronting parents together, chaos ensued. Mother defended, "It was to protect you." Father admitted shame. The family fractured anew, arguments echoing old divides. Arya mediated, her success lending authority. Mia's visit coincided with escalating drama. Introducing her as "my partner" to extended family at a gathering sparked backlash. An aunt sneered. "Still pushing that agenda?" Arya retorted. "It's my life." Mia's poise impressed Sarah, who later confided, "I think I'm like you." The whisper hung heavy. Sarah questioning her sexuality trapped in marriage. The revelation complicated everything. Sarah's husband noticed her withdrawal, leading to fights. Arya advised caution. "Don't rush." But Sarah's turmoil mirrored Arya's youth, stirring protectiveness. Emily, meanwhile, won partial custody but at emotional cost. Kids confused, community judging. Father's health dipped again, forcing priorities. In hospital vigils, Arya reflected on choices. Her billionaire status versus family ties. Success insulated her, but isolation lingered. James's advice echoed, "Release the past." Yet betrayal's scars ached. Sarah's confession deepened their bond. Late nights they talked, Sarah's crushes on women suppressed. "I married to please them." Arya empathized. "I paid by leaving." The parallel paths highlighted societal pressures, women sacrificing authenticity. As father's condition stabilized, Arya pondered leaving. But Sarah's plea, "Help me figure this out." Torn, Arya stayed, navigating her sister's awakening while guarding her heart. The price of involvement: reliving trauma, but potential reward: amended family. Sarah's journey accelerated. She sought therapy, confiding in Arya, "I love my kids, but this marriage is suffocating." Arya introduced her to online communities, echoes of her app's mission. Husband Mark since changes, confronting Sarah. "What's going on?" Denials frayed, leading to separation talks. Family reactions varied. Mother pleaded tradition. "Think of the children." Father, weakened, urged understanding. "Don't repeat my mistakes." Arya supported Sarah, but internally conflicted. Encouraging upheaval felt risky. Emily, now single, reached out for friendship, but Arya maintained distance, loyal to Mia. A community event, a church fundraiser, became a flashpoint. Arya attended for father, Mia by her side. Whispers turned to confrontation. A former neighbor accused, "You're influencing Sarah." Outrage boiled, Arya defended, "She's finding herself." The scene escalated, Mark arriving furious. "You did this," he yelled at Arya. The fallout: Sarah moved in with Arya temporarily, kids shuttling. Mark filed for divorce, citing external influences. Legal battles loomed, draining emotionally. Arya funded lawyers, her wealth a shield, but guilt nagged. Had her return sparked this? James visited, offering perspective. Meeting Sarah, he shared wisdom. Coming out costs, but living a lie costs more. Father reconciled with James tearfully. A family reunion amid chaos. Mother struggled, her faith clashing with reality. "How can this be God's will?" she asked Arya. "Maybe love is." Emily's involvement complicated matters. She supported Sarah, drawing parallels. But when Emily hinted at rekindled feelings for Arya, tension peaked. Mia, sensing it during a visit, confronted Arya. "Do you still care for her?" Arya reassured. "You're my future." Yet doubts lingered. High trail built as Mark sought full custody, using Sarah's confusion against her. Court dates loomed. Arya testified, sharing her story to illustrate prejudice's harm. The judge, progressive, ruled shared custody, but the process scarred everyone. Post-trial, Sarah embraced her identity, dating a woman discreetly. Joy mixed with loss, kids adjusting, community shunning. Arya witnessed the price. Sarah's isolation mirroring her own past. Father's full recovery allowed closure talks. He apologized profoundly. "I caused this pain." Arya forgave tentatively for her sake. But the hidden truth loomed. Why the secrecy about James? Digging deeper, Arya uncovered letters in the attic. Mother's correspondence with a woman from her youth, hinting at suppressed love. Confronting her, Mother broke. I chose safety over happiness. The shattering secret. Mother had been like them, sacrificing for societal norms. The revelation exploded like a bomb. Mother, cornered, admitted. Her name was Laura. We were in college, but my parents forbade it. She married Father to conform, burying her truth. The hypocrisy stunned Arya. You judged me while hiding the same? Mother sobbed. I thought it would protect you. Sarah, hearing this, felt betrayed. Our whole life was a lie. Arguments raged, family bonds straining. Father knew vaguely, enabling the facade. I loved her anyway, he said. But the damage, generations of suppression. Arya processed the irony. Her disownment rooted in Mother's unresolved trauma. Empathy warred with anger. You could have broken the cycle. Mother nodded. Fear won. The confession forced reevaluation. Arya saw her mother's weakness as human, not malice. Emily, privy via Sarah, offered solace. But Arya focused on Mia, who arrived amid turmoil. This changes everything, Mia said. Indeed, it humanized the parents, complicating forgiveness. Sarah's new relationship flourished, but challenges arose. Ex-husband's resentment, kids' confusion. Arya mentored, drawing from experience. James stayed, forming ties, his partner joining. A model of enduring love. Community backlash intensified. Church members petitioned against the family, labeling them corrupt. Father defended publicly, renouncing old views in a sermon. Love is love. The act redeemed him somewhat, but split the congregation. Arya's business suffered peripherally. Tabloids sensationalized her family drama. Stocks dipping. She countered with a TED Talk, turning personal pain into advocacy. Views soared, reinforcing her empire. Yet, internal toll mounted. Nightmares of abandonment recurred. Therapy intensified. Mia proposed. Marry me, build our future. Arya accepted, a beacon amid darkness. Confronting Mother privately, Arya asked, Did you ever regret? Mother whispered. Every day. The honesty bridged gaps, Mother attending Pride events tentatively. As dust settled, Arya prepared to leave. But one last twist. Emily revealed she had known about Mother's secret years ago, overheard as teens. I didn't tell because I was scared. The betrayal cut deep. Emily's silence enabled the pain. Fury erupted. You could have helped, Emily defended. I was a kid. But the omission felt like complicity. Resolution came gradually. Arya forgave Emily partially, recognizing shared victimhood under societal pressures. We all made choices, she said. Emily moved on, finding peace in singledom. Sarah thrived, co-parenting successfully, her girlfriend integrating. Kids adapted, innocence prevailing over bias. Family dinners became regular, awkward at first, then genuine. Father and James bonded, healing old rifts. Mother explored her past, contacting Laura. Now widowed, they reconnected platonically, closure soothing. Arya and Mia wed in a small ceremony, family attending. Joy overshadowed scars, a testament to resilience. Returning to San Francisco, Arya expanded her platform, incorporating family stories for impact. Success felt fuller, enriched by reconciliation. Yet reflections lingered on choices. Disownment's necessity, secret's weight, forgiveness's cost. Was it right to forgive those who caused such profound pain? Or does true justice demand accountability over reconciliation?